Hey, how's it going YouTube? My name is Ruan the Gamer. This is part 6 of FPL. I'm sorry this video wasn't out right after game week 17, but there's a birthday in the family this week and Christmas, and it's all chaotic, so forced to wait till after game week 18, but I hope everybody had a good Christmas or good holiday or whatever you celebrate. So yeah, this is going to be game week 17. You can see here the fixtures, if you couldn't remember. But to jump into the team, Mignolet, Johnson, Jagielka, and Lukaku all got 2 points. Barry Bennett got 1 point. Both Hazard and Ramsey got 3. Coleman got 8 points. Cabaye and Rooney shared 11 points, or I should say, they both got 11 points. And then Suarez picked up 32. On the bench, Jääskeläinen didn't play. He's dropped out of favor for West Ham's #1 keeper, which actually kind of sucks because I have been relying on him for quite a while, but hopefully he makes his return soon because you'll see the team that I have set up for game week 19. But here, everybody else on the bench picked up a single point, and you know, that's a good thing because nobody here performed better than anybody on the team. But looking at this, for a total of 77 points, it still isn't that great. You know, way too many people with low points. Hazard, Ramsey, Jagielka, Johnson, Mignolet, and Barry Bannon, who didn't even play. Yeah, he played a half. So, not very good. I mean, again, it's just all relying on Suarez, and fortunately, Cabaye and Rooney stepped up as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much what it was like for that game week. A bit above average, kind of comfortably above average. And this league change is for this actually the most recent game week, which we're just gonna move to right now. This week actually kind of fucking sucked. I absolutely hated this game week, but fortunately I got above average somehow. Again, thanks to Cabaye and Rooney, and this time Hazard rather than Suarez. So no clean sheets, you know, just 2, 1, 4 for my captain. This game was stupid. I mean, there was a red card early on, I think like the 23rd minute, that Howard got sent off in, and that was just not fun. But as you see here, Manone made 8 saves, so I assume that Everton could have put a couple of them away, and perhaps it could have been Lukaku, which would have got me plenty of points. But I'm glad I didn't captain Suarez. I thought it would bite me in the ass that I didn't do that, but fortunately I actually gained 2 points from not doing that and captaining Lukaku instead. But this game, I loved watching this game. It was so fun. But I mean, I think one bullshit red card, and then I mean the ref was just in our favor the whole match. Cabaye scored 1, and he was only him and Tim Krul, the only Newcastle players I have. But I'm glad Cabaye managed to get 8 points and a bonus point as well in a match where there were 5 goals. So that's always nice. But you see here, Ramsey, he picked up an injury, and I decided to do what I planned to do, except I took it a little further. Whenever I have a game week like this where I don't get that many points, like I feel like this was a terrible game week, even though I went up in almost all of my leagues. I tend to make some impulsive decisions, but you might think that they're impulsive. I guarantee you down the road they will benefit my squad more than the team that I have now. So I took an 8-point hit, which you know, I used to take a lot of them. I used to take like 4-point hits every week, but the last couple of videos I haven't really had to do that. And I said I wasn't going to do that, but what I decided to do is I got rid of Morrison, I got rid of Ramsey, and I got rid of Lukaku for Silva, Walcott, and Sagbo. Now, obviously I would have liked to get somebody better than Sagbo, but I really wanted Walcott and Silva just to make this midfield amazing. I'm going to start relying on my midfielders more than my attackers. And of course there will be games where I don't play Sagbo, but it just worked out to where they play, hopefully, a team that he can grab a goal in. So, yeah, 8-point hit. Not very happy about doing it, but I think down the road with Silva, Walcott, those two can be amazing for me. I mean, their prices are going to be going up. I think Walcott actually has already gone up since I purchased him. Let's see here. Yeah, I bought him at 9.2 just earlier today. So I'm really happy that I brought them in because Morrison was injured and he didn't play in the most recent game. Actually, I don't think I talked about my subs for the most recent game week, or I didn't even talk about my team. I just went straight into the transfers. Well, never mind. I did, but not very well and not very thoroughly. But yeah, Morrison didn't play against Arsenal, and neither did Yaskalainen, and Collins only played 37 minutes. So I needed to get rid of some players that just haven't been on form, and like Morrison had picked up an injury. Same with Ramsey. I actually picked up. I decided to make all the transfers before I even knew that Morrison and Ramsey got injured. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. If you have Ramsey, I would definitely look into getting rid of him for somebody like Johan Kabay if you don't already have him. Ramsey, with how many people own him, if people that are, I don't know, maybe as impulsive as I am sometimes, then they're just going to get rid of him right away. They can reallocate the money for somebody better, and I think a lot of people are going to be looking at Ramsey to Walcott just for Arsenal coverage. So that's what I chose to do, as well as bring in David Silva. And looking forward, I want to get rid of Barry Bennett and Collins, and probably maybe Johnson. But for now, I think this is fine. The only thing that I'm worried about in this game week is Jaskalainen. I don't know if he's going to play or not, because 2 game weeks he's gone without playing. So hopefully he can make a comeback in this one, because I would much prefer to play him than Tim Krul. But if it comes down to it, I mean, I've got the automatic substitution that'll probably kick in. So looking at the fixtures, I'm very, I say this all the time, but I think that I could get a good game week in this one. But I do say that, and then shit happens where Everton gets shut out at home against Sunderland. So, I mean, this league has been really unpredictable this year, but hopefully, this squad can really bring the points this week, because I need to make up for the 8-point hit, and I also just need a good game week after that 46-point round. But down here, the cup actually started, and I matched up against somebody whose account was inactive, and I barely beat him out by 8 points, or by 8 points. So that's fortunate, but I mean, there wasn't really much in it. This game week, just too many. I don't know. There were few clean sheets, and just not. I don't know. The people that scored were not your prominent. The people that a lot of managers own. A lot of FPL managers own. Like a lot of people went for the Suarez captain just because how consistent he's been, but he picked up a yellow card and didn't score, and that let a lot of people down, which is why this, the average and the highest was so low. And had he scored like one goal, I would have gone nowhere near the average because of how many people probably captained Suarez. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I have to say. This actually didn't turn out too long of a video for talking about 2 game weeks. But eventually, if somebody like Silva stops or starts underperforming, I can easily transfer him out and Sagbo, and then upgrade to somebody a bit better, and then somebody who's a little bit less expensive. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. But hopefully I can keep these midfielders for a long time. The only bad thing is Silva being on 4 yellow cards. So I want to get somebody on the bench who can at least step in, and who plays regularly, because nobody but Johnson has been playing regularly on out of the 3 people I have on my bench. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.
He's in her heart on the floor, thinking that I'll never know. I'll be up, going through crazy shit I did for you.